What's up, my people? It's your man, Lover, coming from your mama's basement. Watched the game last night. I hope some of you guys watched it. Got a little prelude of what the Lakers are going to look like going into the regular season. I had a discussion with a Laker family on YouTube not too long ago, because I don't really get on there as much as I used to comment back and forth. But said to me that the preseason doesn't mean nothing because the Lakers are not running they're not running any plays. They're just running like 2 plays and that's it. The whole point about preseason is to get to see what do you have going out there, the rotation, who clicks and who works together. That's the whole point about preseason, you know, because you're seeing a whole bunch of different faces and everybody's learning everybody. They're learning each other's strengths and weakness and trying to put something together to make it work. Now, with that being said, now first and foremost, keep in mind we noticed the preseason. So yes, we're going to critique it only based on what we think and what we see from observation. Now I'm gonna hit you with the negative things, and it's not gonna be that much because it's like the same thing that from last year that's carrying over to this year. And I know a lot of people say, "Well, yo, Urban, it's the preseason, they're learning each other." That's understandable. I get that. 2 things that still stand out, and I know they're gonna wind up fixing it, through the regular season, is the lack of communication and defense. They're the 2 main things. Offense, I'm gonna get into that in a second, but lack of communication and defense. Right now, you can see teams are actually attacking the basket much more. They're attacking the basket. It opens up opportunity for them to get easier outside shots around the perimeter. Most teams so far, all these teams that have been playing the Lakers are going straight to the basket. Now, the good thing is with JaVale McGee, like I said before, he's not your best quality center, but he's okay. He will try to, defend if he doesn't get beat on a rotation, or if one of his teammates do not communicate with him, they say, "Hey, my man's going backdoor, slide over to pick him up." Other than that, he plays pretty good for, okay quality center. So I don't have no problem with that. I like this JaVale McGee because it reminds me so much of the JaVale McGee back in Denver. He's running the floor, he's having fun, he's enjoying, and he's getting playing time, which is good. The biggest problem is, like I said before, is when they go with Kuzma. I know a lot of people say, "Well, Urban, that's just preseason." No, it's already stating that Lou Walton is going to use Kuzma much more at that 5 spot. I only have a problem with that based on matchups. Kuzma got manhandled last year about a lot of power forwards, and a lot of people who don't watch the Lakers, the first thing they say, "Oh, Kuzma has terrible defense." It's not that he have terrible defense, it's about who he's playing. When these guys are backing this guy down, remember I told you this guy's only 190. So these guys like 225, 230, giving him body down low, basically pushing him around down low, and it makes it seem like he don't have no defense. And I've been said over and over again, and Lakers Talk had said it as well, and I said in many of my videos that he should play at 3. Now I'm hoping that they will rotate. I'm hoping that LeBron James will play the center spot, like I said before, as Julius Randle to play. But we'll see. As time tells, we'll see what happens there. But the one thing I say over and over again, and I have to say this, that Kuzma might go through a slump. So be prepared, Laker family. He might go through a slump only because when you're playing the center spot and you're banging bodies down low, what happens is you get so tired that your legs and everything is gone from you, so that when you're on offense, you look like a shallow of yourself because you've been banging bodies all day. And that's the same that happened to Kevin Love, constantly banging bodies. He was a shallow himself. Now, if you go watch Kevin Love now, the preseason game, if you go watch him now, Kevin Love is actually doing pretty good because he's playing a power forward position now, what he actually played when he was in Minnesota. So I'm hoping that they rotate Kuzma, not only that power forward spot, but let him get some opportunities at the 4 and the 3. Because it makes sense. Like, if they want to run like Lonzo and Brandon Ingram in the backcourt, or how they want to do it, and Kuzma at the 3 and LeBron at the power forward spot, it makes sense. But at the end of the day, like I said, teams are acknowledging the interior defense and they're attacking the interior defense. So I'm hoping Luke Walton will fix that going into the regular season. Now, the good thing we can take out is that, keep in mind, I told y'all before, the Lakers always play the Golden State Warriors good, whether it's preseason or regular season. Because Luke Walton been there, he knows the playbook, which makes sense. So these guys they play pretty good against them. One thing about it, the Lakers still got to learn how to stay in front of these guys. These guys are fast. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant. These guys are blowing right past him, giving them a couple footwork, and they're getting to the basket real easy. So they got to be a little physical on them. I'm telling people over and over again, when you play teams like that, you got to be physical. Even though I know it's preseason, but I'm just giving y'all a warmer of what it should be when they play them in the regular season. You cannot lay off of these guys. You got to give them body, you got to get in their head, get them frustrated. That's the only way you're going to beat the Golden State Warriors. You cannot just lack off of them and let them do whatever they want to you and hope that you can win by either a turnover here and there and an open shot here and there. That's not going to work against the Golden State Warriors. You got to be physical with them. The only two physical people that's going to be on that starting five is going to be Draymond Green and Cousins. But JaVale McGee is physical too. He's not an offensive type player, but he is physical. So he should give Cousins some problems. Draymond Green, put LeBron James on him. That right there was sorry thing. Kevin Durant can play Brandon Ingram. They match up pretty good. Brandon Ingram, remember, he's only 21. He's still learning. Now, the good thing about this is this. First and foremost, I'm hoping that they don't run the LeBron system. I want to make sure we understand that. I don't mind the LeBron system. I just don't like them standing around, because I watched in many episodes where everybody just stood around the perimeter and LeBron went straight ISO. I do not like that. That's what he brought from Cleveland to here. That's okay if you want to do it once in a while, but I don't want that being 90% of the offense where people just standing around wait for threes. And with that being said, here's my point, which I do like. Now in Cleveland, them players stood around and wait for LeBron to attack and do this and that. Here is a different story, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Kuzma and Brandon Ingram, I made a video earlier that these two guys need to step up when LeBron is on the bench, right? This game right here, I don't give a hell who they playing. I don't care if it's preseason or not. This game right here, both of them stepped up. Both of them took initiative. I like Brandon Ingram because why? He's not waiting. Like a couple times, yeah, he might have waited on the side for LeBron to do his thing, but it wasn't a lot of times. Majority of the time, when Brandon got that ball, he's attacking the basket. He's attacking the basket where he's looking for somebody else, which I like. He's much aggressive. He's not waiting on LeBron to make a move, and he's standing in the backside, say, okay, well, let me wait till LeBron do what he got to do, then I'm going to do mine. No, he's attacking the basket. Same thing with Kuzma. Even though Kuzma probably started off in a slump at the beginning, he started picking up towards the end. And Kuzma, I'm going to tell y'all guys over again, Kuzma plays so good when they're running the ball. When they're running up-tempo, that's when Kuzma at his best, because he's running the floor, he's getting to his space, he's picking his spots, and he's making more quality, high percentage shots. But when they play that half-court set, and he's playing the center spot, that's when he's having problems. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to beat his man off the dribble. He can't really get around this man, because why? That man might have, you know, body-wise. That guy put his body on Kuzma. Kuzma can't move him out of the paint or go around him. So at least sometimes he wind up throwing up crazy shots, and y'all seen it in this game. That's why I say that he's much better at the 4 or the 3, because it allowed him to, you know, to move out from the perimeter and play more and space himself out, and then him always just standing at the basket like he's a low post player. Kuzma's not like the low post type of player. That's where Julius Randle would have came in if we would have kept him, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But they still play pretty good, and like I said, I like them taking that initiative. Like, you're not waiting on LeBron James. We're going to do what we got to do. That's why I like the addition of Rondo and Lance Stevenson. With those two guys, they're not the Cleveland Cavaliers where everybody just standing on waiting on LeBron. When they get the ball, they outrun it. Rondo, he's running. You know, Rondo, like I said before, is an alpha male. Lance Stevenson, even though I'm kind of against the dancing, I'm not with the dancing. The reason why I'm saying that, because he's not one of those type of guys that's is a high elevated scorer. You know what I'm saying? So when he's doing all that dancing and all that, but also what you're doing, yeah, it's giving, put it like this, it's giving the fans something to cheer about, but at the same time, it's slowing down the ball movement. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing all that dancing and all that, okay, you getting people to look at you, but you need to start making moves, start making passing. Don't hold the ball so long. You know, you're not LeBron James, you're not Brandon Ingram, you know, you're not Kuzma. These are going to be your 3 guys that's going to score. KCP looked it pretty good. You know, they found him. He didn't rush his shots. He looked much more smooth. You know, he had a couple bad plays, but it wasn't so many, because his offense really outshadowed the bad plays. The only problem I saw with KCP is he's still lacking on that defense. He's allowing Steph Curry and them just fly right past him. Like, when they get on him, instead of being physical, he let them fly right past him. And I know a lot of people say, well, Irvin, it's preseason. No. He did the same thing in the regular season last year. I need much more physical play from KCP. You cannot be freelancing and allow them to have that much space to just fly right past you. The Lakers got him because of his defense. And that's the whole point of why they got all these guys, is because their defense, to do what? To be physical with the Golden State Warriors. Now, I know they might not want to show some of their repertoire while they're playing the preseason, which makes sense. But for those that had already played the Golden State Warriors already know majority of these players that have been on the team from last year and how they play, their strengths and weaknesses. So there's nothing wrong with them going all out. You know what I'm saying? This is preseason. It don't make a difference. The point is, you still want to put, you know, your stamp on who you are as a team. But overall, the Lakers still play good. They always play good against the Warriors, so I was happy about that. LeBron James had, had a nice little start at the beginning of the first half. Made that 3-point shot. Fans were excited about that. I'm excited about the team. I know you are as well. All I'm doing right now is just basically pointing out some of the things that I've seen that I'm hoping that the Lakers will actually fix going into the regular season, because these things, especially on defense, need to be fixed. Like, the guys got to move their feet much quicker. They got to communicate more, and they got to do much more balance when it comes to the interior defense, because teams are actually just blowing right past them and going right to the interior defense. But once they learn each other and they start communicating more, we shall see a different Lakers squad. So we'll see. But anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. I love you guys. You have a blessed day out there, and most of all, please be safe in this crazy world.